Morning. So today then, 10 lords are leaping. And the song is When You Say Nothing at All. So it's not what you say. Actions speak louder than words, I guess. Today's card is the Wheel of Fortune. It's change. It's fate. Let's see if it's in our favour. There is no astrology sign set to this really. There's 4 signs that are mentioned, and it's also the horse, I believe, and the monkey. I think it's the fixed signs. It's in the sweet spot as well. It's a long time since I had the normal deck that tells us so that I'm just going to check it because I don't want to give you the wrong ones. I'm pretty sure it's the same ones that are on the wild card, but we'll see. So I could pause you for this, but I can't afford. Yeah. So the Sphinx, the Anubis, and the 4 elements. So it's more about the elements. So all elemental signs. But I'm pretty sure there was a horse and a monkey on there. The Sphinx, Anubis, divine wisdom. The 4 creatures are Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. I knew there was signs to it, so they're not the fixed signs. In fact, they are the fixed signs, so I was right. It's the same as the world, because they find it hardest to make changes for some reason. Because they're fixed in the ways. So we have the twin towers, and it always makes me think of the 9th of September. We have an eclipse there. I don't know if we've got any. Elaine will probably enlighten us with that one. But she is the seer. Can you see the ball in her hand? She is seeing glimpses of the future, even in the darkness. It's like second sight, and she is prepared to destroy not 1 but 2 towers to follow the right path. But it's not going to be easy, and it will be dark. The 18. So it could be a void moon even. And then we have pulling in different directions. Could be family, could be a Cancer. It's lack of teamwork. It's problems with a vehicle. And vehicles are always mechanical ones. Sometimes it's your body. But it's mechanical problems, speeding tickets, parking fines, even collisions, especially when reversing. But you see on this deck, it's got the symbol for the medical field. So it is also, like I said, sometimes emergency vehicles, ambulances, fire engines. There's a medical emergency, maybe. There's also delays in travel, 7 or 25. So the 18 is positive, 7 or 25 is negative. Cancer here, usually Scorpio there, but does sometimes have Cancer on it. And now we have Leo. We've got the Leo moon now. So 19. So we've got 18 and 19. There's no coincidence there. We've got, I think I've turned that over because I'm pretty sure. But changes, and changes I don't think we're going to like. Somebody walking away from the misery of the past, leaving this situation behind, and it's causing a bond to be broken. We've got 2 snakes there, 2 people born in the year of the snake, and the North Star. So their life purposes, their life paths crossed, but there wasn't meant to be forever. It was a life lesson, and they learned from it some hard lessons. A lot of major arcanas in here. Now they've learned patience, they've learned balance, and how to deal with difficult situations. It was a learning curve, and now they have to make a change because this has been toxic in the past, and now they need to break the shackles that have been bonding them together, because for some reason this was made under duress. This was not an honest bond, and somebody sold the soul to the devil. Don't sign anything, read the small print, and don't make any unhealthy relationships. So we've got 14, 15, 18, 19, and 7 and 25. We've got 8 months mentioned, 2 months. So 8 months from now would be August and February. We've also got the names Mia, Karen, Richard, Tony, Philip, and Lee. We've got Sagittarius, we've got Capricorn, we've got Cancer, we've got Leo, possibly Scorpio. We've got the 4 signs of Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. We've got issues with the hips and thighs that will be healed, geriatric issues, teeth, knees, bones, that will be healed. And then we've got the heart, back, the breasts, and the abdomen issues there. Healing is needed. We've also got ambition, career, material side of life that needs to be let go. They keep banging on about that, don't they? So let's have a look at the initial things. The Leo again is keeping us in the dark and trying to block our path. Especially those born in the year of the horse will be suffering, deliberately putting obstacles in our path. So a change has to happen that they don't like. Let's have a look at the chart. So we've got Leo moon, obviously Sagittarius sun. Scorpio is in Mercury, so that's communications, We've also got Sagittarius in Venus. We've got Sagittarius in Mars. We've got Cancer in Jupiter. Taurus in Uranus. Aquarius in Pluto. Capricorn as the ascendant. Scorpio in Lilith. Aquarius in Pallas, Sagittarius in Juno, and Cancer in the descendant. So, the houses, or house cusp, should I say, we've got Capricorn in the first house, we've got Aquarius in the second house, we've got Taurus in the fifth house, Cancer in the seventh house, Leo in the 8th house, Scorpio in the 11th house, and Sagittarius in the 12th. So well done, Spirit. So a bond has been stretched to its limit. Somebody is prepared to walk away. They've had enough. But they've learned from it, which is always good. If you don't learn, it's not a good situation. So be careful when you're driving, especially if you're going through a breakup. And remember that some people are in your life for a season to teach you something. Now we've got again, adding ourselves to the material world, we've got Millie, Walter, Mike, Darren, Julie, Susan, and we've got 2 dogs, those born in the other dog, and 2 snakes, and a hawk that's flying high, so Aries and Scorpio. We've got someone here in uniform, the Capricorn energy, where somebody's been accepted into the family. Remember, it's the watermelon man. I've told that story before. He was adopted into the family and then shunned. So for whatever reason, he's been ostracised. He was once a good friend, now could be a dangerous enemy. We've got the Sweet William flowers, or the name William, and we've got the Ox or Taurus. But this is a Capricorn card, and it is those in uniform of a darker complexion, businessmen, etc. All the things that belong to Capricorn, monetary things, but it's negative. Someone here is putting themselves all into the material, working all hours God sent to try and make life better, but they're losing themselves in the process. So now we've got a partner for this gentleman. She's secure financially. She seems to be miraculous. You give her lemons, she'll make lemonade. She's a good friend and a generous one, but that's not what he needs, I don't think. He's got his back to this. He doesn't want it. He wants to be his own man. So that's Taurus. Yeah, somebody here wants to be totally independent. This is an Independence Day card. We've got the rabbit, so those born in the other rabbit, the 1st of March. Somebody's going slightly mad because they have everything they need financially, but there's still something missing and they need to find it to be at peace. Because money can't buy you everything. So somebody needs to be independent, standing on their own 2 feet, within or without a relationship, and it's causing problems because one is wealthier than the other. Now we've got, again, the red light, red flags all over this. There's no equal footing here. They need to find the balance. Somebody's breathing down somebody's neck all the time, checking their work. The foundations were never strong enough. Somebody maybe didn't complete their studies and they feel inferior. Then we've got Aries. This is someone that does what they say they're going to do. They put the money where their mouth is. Passionate man of action, protects and serves, and a cup of love. We've got Iris there as well. I forgot about Iris. This unconditional love for yourself and others will bring peace. There's the dove, there's the dove. That's the peace you need. That's the thing that's missing, is the love. And it has entered the building, but there's no commitment. So somebody here has been banging their head against a brick wall for a long time. And it's time they realise they're wasting their time, energy and breath and getting nowhere in this situation. Unfortunately. Now what I've done, you're going to get an extra layer of cards because I've used the same deck twice. So we'll go around again. So this might be a bit longer than normal. So Virgo now has entered the picture. And now Pisces. So somebody is sacrificing their own happiness with no boundaries, giving them an inch and they're taking a mile, letting them walk all over them, issues with the feet and toes, and the liver. So every day is the same. And someone wants to escape, but they cannot escape if they're not prepared to turn the world upside down. And number 12. 12. Pisces energy. So we're all getting a bit of a bashing in this, aren't we? There's plenty of star signs. I'm surprised we don't get them all out. Yeah, somebody missed an opportunity and they're kicking themselves. Of a new home, a new life, a proposal, whatever it is, it's gone. That door is closed. But miracles can happen if you communicate. If the masks are off, there's complete honesty, clear mind, no more confusion. Children, siblings, mental health. So 12, 1 and 28. We've got Paul then, Doris and Martin. Yeah. Somebody is not open to love anymore. They're not interested. They just sit stuff in the face watching Netflix because they don't want to be hurt anymore. Somebody's searching for that love for themselves or with someone else. But they are searching. But they're very immature, not very good at this. It could be a child that's seeking love from people that aren't giving it. So it's time for a new adventure, to begin a new cycle, 22. Zoe and Katie. You hold the key to your future, to let yourself out of this nightmare of a bird cage that you've shut yourself in when you could have left at any time. And you've made some enemies, or you've been your own worst enemy. Yeah, your door is closed on a situation, now a rejection. It's not wanted, whatever this is. Somebody doesn't see your love as enough, or you don't love yourself enough, and you're letting people walk all over you with no boundaries. You're sacrificing your happiness because you can't stand to upset someone, and that's got to change. Yeah, you've got to take action. Do what you say you're going to do. Stand by convictions. Do what you're passionate about. The next 8 days, something out of the blue that you're not going to like is going to take place. Don't overthink it because you're trapped in, or you're in a child is in what other people think and say, and you'll never be free. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Yeah, a fear of failure maybe. We grow through pain. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of our children, Taurus, Venus, we've talked about it, the neck of the throat, 3 and 30, somebody's finally finding their happiness. But it's gone through a lot of pain to get there. The merging of 2 families perhaps. It's November the 11th, May the 31st, Remembrance Day, mothers, farmers. But there has been a battle, or there will be a battle, and you may feel like you've failed to win this battle, but you will if you take action. You must take action to stand up for yourself, because otherwise you're stuck in this toxic situation. It's time to end this chapter so that you can begin that new one, and you will travel to the object of your desire, be the person, things, or events, and be welcomed with open arms. But there is an Aries gentleman here, or Aries of any gender, should I say? But it is a man in power, a bad leader, unsuccessful man, who is the Emperor's New Clothes. He's vulnerable, he's making the wrong decisions, head and face injuries, and he's digging his heels in, saying it's his way or the highway. That is not going to work. But he has to stand by what he says. Instead of backing down, he's got to be the protector and the successful person. And it seems like he feels like he's failed. So, let's see. 8 to 9 days. We've got 12, which is Pisces, which we've got there. We've got Taurus, which we've got there. And Jupiter, which I believe Cancer's in Jupiter. Let's have a look. Jupiter's in Cancer, should I say, Elaine? I got it right at the time. Yep, Jupiter's in Cancer. So, Pisces, Taurus, and Cancer. So the 12th house is Pisces. It's the muck of the swamp. It's the artists. It's the empaths. It's prisons and institutions. It's the colour green, which is your heart chakra. Something or someone has returned or will return. This is karma. This is a family secret. This is hidden enemies. There's the hidden enemy. Possibly someone in uniform, or a dark complexion, or a businessman that's lost everything. It's reconnection. It's confinement. It's reparation for past deeds, past wrongdoings. It's sacrifice. It's surrender. It's institutions. The 12th house is a house of secrets. It offers an opportunity for you to reconnect to your whole, to become whole again, to bring into the light of consciousness all that has been blocked or obscured. So there, what the sun has done is put blockages in your way. Somebody deliberately trying to block your true view of the situation. It may be voluntary or involuntary. I suggest involuntary here. It's institutions, madness, disintegration, deception, illusion, and family secrets. The way may be lost, and a blaring of cares. The psyche does not know who or where it is. They haven't built a strong enough sense of self because you've been trapped in that analysis paralysis, overthinking everything. There's nothing to surrender except your delusions. If a powerful sense of individuality has been constructed, then the merging back will be painful. This is a place of reparation for past wrongs. Much depends on the planets. It could be constructive or destructive, and I suggest it be destructive in this case. The 12th house is a house of karma and past lives, where the results of your past actions, personal and collective, are met. Planets lurking in this house indicate a time of karma, where karma is met. The issues that the soul is dealing with, the drives and unconscious reactions that have to be controlled. The sun indicates karma pertaining to the father. There's the father energy. And the sun we've got. Mercury, the man, we've got man there, Mercury. Venus, we've got love. Mars, you could say we've got with the fire signs, is aggression. Uranus, revolution and upheaval. And Neptune, illusions and deceptions. Pluto translates as power. Jupiter is the old priest or priestess or excess. So we've got Jupiter in Taurus. Expansion through possessions and good living. And somebody's definitely done that. Ambitions, acquisitions, hedonistic. So like selling your soul to the devil, like we said. Hedonistic. And ostentatious. Jupiter in Taurus has a tendency to put on weight. And that's what he's doing. He's sitting there on the couch getting fat because he doesn't want to get anything to change. He wants it all his way. Well, that's not going to happen. So, if you can be flexible and patient and loving, then it's time to move on and let whoever it is be happy. Because nobody will be happy in the long run. Yeah, 14, the stag, and it's in the reverse. So again, we've got the 14 there. You have to learn patience. You have to learn this lesson. There is no other way. White stag, the heart, Mark and Tony, George, 14. So this is, like I said, a merging. Two people with the same heart. One bond is broken because of it. The white stag has long been a Celtic symbol to indicate the other world is near. I came across the white stag during a shamanic journey. I also saw a man with horns on his head running in the background, but at the time I couldn't work out if they were actually the one being. So somebody needs to bring both shadow and light together and become whole. The white stag and the horned man are often seen together, and thus I have included him in this card. My journey with the white stag was precious to me. He saw the suffering I was enduring in my life, in the physical world, and he saw that I was weary and had a heavy heart. He nuzzled into me, and I hugged him round his neck. In that moment I felt supported and nurtured. Somebody here doesn't feel supported and nurtured, but they have or will. In the moment, he asked me to get on his back and explained that he would support me when I needed time out from the exhaustion of this physical world. And if you haven't got someone to lean on, then you are alone and you need to stand on your own 2 feet. We were one and the same, so soulmates, twin flames, whatever you want to call it, morphing from one to the other, but coexisting at the same time. The white stag represents the strength of the masculine to help aid the feminine. And the masculine is not strong. The feminine is finding no help here. The stag sees through the veils of this world straight into our soul. It understands us because it sees who we truly are. It is here to offer us a safe haven, to give us the strength to carry on as it carries us to where we need to go while we rest. By drawing the white stag, this card offers us the wisdom that we are also pushing ourselves too hard and we need someone to share the load with. It is time to ask for help and allow yourself to be supported. To take time out and allow yourself to rest and receive and learn your physical, mental and emotional, spiritual limits, boundaries. Put your boundaries in place. We learn not only to take care of ourselves better, but this creates a sustainable pace when we resume our work. It is easy to get caught up in stresses of the physical world. We are all human. There are many issues around the world that stress us, frustrate us, and make us feel helpless, with no sight of something better. When we feel this overwhelmed, it is time to unplug from social media, the constant bombardment of ads, messages, information. It becomes hard for the brain to process such an amount of information at once, and thus it will overwhelm us. By unplugging from all of these sources, it doesn't mean you don't care what's going on in the world. It means that you care enough about your own mental well-being to take a break and come back when you are recharged. It is vitally important to discern what you take in, to make sure that what you believe you're seeing is an AI-generated false information, whatever, because the propaganda is real right now. Yeah, the Council of Light. So councillors, government officials, there may be some sort of gathering. It's also your helpers in this world and the other. 94. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they can't help us till you make a decision, because they don't know what you want. They cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What is it you'd like help with? What task would you like to delegate to them? The Council of Light is a team of ascending masters, light beings, angels, guides, devoted to rising of earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you will receive your personal mission. Like a Spirit World United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your request and let them get down to work. Council of Light, I am ready to receive your help for fulfilling, but somebody's not ready to receive. They're closed off. So, for fulfilling my personal dharmic mission, so it's your life path. Thank you for guiding me with clarity every step of the way and for sending me helpers and experiences that delight my mind, body and soul, that make me happy. So, you don't have to be unhappy. You don't have to sacrifice your happiness so everybody else is happy. You've a right to happiness yourself, but you're going to have to stand up for it if that's what you want. Or you will just be written off and ignored. Action is required from you. Put your money where your mouth is. A little less conversation, a little more action. There it is, the sun, 24. Finally, something comes to light. Something is illuminated and the obstacles are removed. The bees, Emily, Catherine, Susan, Aidan, Kristen, and the sunflowers. Oh, wrong card, wrong book, wrong cards. Blimey, I picked the wrong one. Right, I'm not going to go into all the mystical doings because we won't have time because I've gone too far now. So we'll use this. You've got loads of extra cards today then, 24. So, oh dear. Yeah, I'd be surprised if any of you stay this long. It'd be bloody God, you have to watch it in 2 bits maybe. It seems to be important. So, the planet, the sun, Helianthus Annus. Food sources. I'm getting spirit on my right ear now, so right for spite. Bees, honey. So look for bees. I don't think you'll see any this time of year. Apollo, so Apollo 11 and Apollo 13. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldridge. Transformation and health. Fences and boundaries, barriers. They can be either used the positive way for protection or the negative way for control. This is about your joy. Like a bright sunny day wants to help us feel and be our best. Who are we learning to be in this world? Are we learning self-esteem? Or do we feel low on ego? Not in an egotistical way, but just on ego because people keep putting us down. They put you down to keep you down because it makes them feel better. It is the masculine, it is the father, the young force in our lives, and he isn't feeling it. He's depressed, he's low, he's had enough. And it comes out wrongly as his way or the highway. It's about health, wealth and success. And there is none, I'm afraid, because, oh yeah, sorry, no, it's in the upright. So it's a beneficial omen. It's indicating that time of joy is returning or will return. So there she is. Where's she gone? The mother energy. There she is. Health, wealth and success, all good things. If asking a specific question, the sunflower almost always indicates a yes response and predicts a time of feeling happy with yourself and your life. The sunflower aligns with the solar power of the third chakra. But if you're only happy with material things, once the money runs out, there's no happiness, there's a problem there. And you will feel it in your solar plexus. It embodies the beautiful balance, there's the balance with Sagittarius, and grow in the Fibonacci sequence, a work of nature aligning with the infinite. Look how tall and strong each of the sunflowers stand, reaching upwards to the realms of the sun god. So lift your head up and smile. And the chariot of bees, so Cancer. I embody my brightest self. So be yourself and shine your light bright. Stop dimming your light for others so that they're happy. It's not how it goes. Control is not a nice thing, especially in relationships. Mouse, yeah, and the buttercup. Buttercup was my mum's favourite flower. And it is the fool's journey. You're putting things off until tomorrow that need to be done today, because they're telling us we need to take that journey, that new adventure, that fresh start. Where's he gone? Where's my fool gone? But we have to end something else first, and they keep going on about it, don't they? So, release what no longer serves you. Like the Fool in the Tarot deck, the Mouse and the Buttercup are numbered 0 or 22. Both cards mark the start of a journey, and both remind us that we have much to learn. So, lessons to learn. Mice are grounded and innocent. Yet anyone who has dealt with a mouse in their house knows they are determined and highly adaptable and sometimes destructive. The mouse is paired with a humble buttercup, a symbol of childhood and innocence. Have you ever held a buttercup under your chin? Yeah, I remember fondly lots of days in the summer on fields. According to centuries-old children's game, if the reflection of the flower glows yellow on your skin, it reveals that you like butter, and I certainly do. So you may be unprepared for what you must undertake. Consider how you might adapt and learn to better lay the groundwork, because the foundations aren't strong enough for whatever that was, for the future endeavours. What do you hope to learn in this new path, and what potential dangers should I look for? So we started there, the potential dangers. You've got to be cautious, tread carefully, love and light, take care, look after yourselves, careful when you're driving. Thanks for listening.